Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. I'm a little bit frustrated real quick because I just tried spending 5-10 minutes to get Thinkorswim to show my trades and it just won't. Like the little animations just don't show up on my Thinkorswim. And so I had to stop the video and then try to mess with it and try to get them to work. So they might just spawn out of nowhere, but it looks like I'm going to have to do it like this and just tell you guys, and you're going to have to take my word for it that I'm not a scammer, that I trade real money and I trade the stock. Alright, so a little recap today. Let me go back to my trader view so you guys can see. I am ending the day $266 profit. I am grateful to be green. Today was a pretty slow day. You could see I was up 450, but that was never realized. Sometimes TraderView I think picks up when you're not it picks up a screenshot of your profit even though you're not really realized that profit yet. But I guess I thought I was up 450, which I know the trade, and I really was up $400, $500 on it, which is the one that I'm gonna go over first right here, which is PEGY. Was looking for that stock to open up a little bit more, and I was in pretty heavy, so I was looking at maybe $1,000 trade there, but unfortunately it didn't happen, and so I'm gonna have to or I had to cut it out, and I think I ended up taking a loss on that trade. I just was mostly holding break even, took the loss, and then came back and made $52. So grateful to be green, but let me go over my trades. If you guys are new to my recaps here, I do this every day, go over my trades, where I bought them, where I sold them. You can usually see the little animation on Thinkorswim, but for some reason it's not working today. And then I also trade live completely free. You guys can watch me trade live. All you have to do is click that notification bell. I trade live right here on YouTube. And so you guys can come in and trade with my team and I. And then you can do that on YouTube or on tradecaster.com. If you go to tradecaster.com, it is a streaming platform for stocks, but just cancel out the payment because my lobby is free. So PEGY, if you guys look at the daily, you guys can always barely see it right off the side of my camera, right next to my face. And so if you look at the daily on PEGY, you have two candles up here. One of them hit the high on PEGY, which was 491, and then yesterday we spiked up to like 480.86, I believe, which was this spike here yesterday, 485. And so I'm already thinking PEGY today, it held these kind of lows here. It kind of held this momentum into today. And I just thought if we start getting some momentum today, we could see a retest of that 485. But most importantly, I'm looking for this high here, 491 from a couple days ago. And then 491 is real close to $5. So at that point, I'm looking for a $5 touch. And so PEGY started opening this morning. I saw it on this spike here. And then kind of flushed it all and started holding lows. And then the second it popped up again, I was like, you know what? Maybe shorts were trying to come in here. Longs are holding support down here. This thing might actually put in the leg. Then it rips up. Pretty nice volume, pretty nice candle. Almost 10-20 cents on that candle. And then it flags, it flags, it flags. And these candles here have almost no volume. You see the red minute candles right there? Nobody was really selling. And so what I want to see is that flagpole, that quick little flag, and then I want to see the extension through that flagpole. This to me looks like the first leg, which is that. This to me right here looks like the flag, so this little box right here looks like this. And then I was looking for that extension, and in the back of my mind I knew I had $4.91 and $5 in mine, and so if I was to have ripping out here, yeah, I would have taken some profit, but I wanted to hold the majority of it all the way up to $4.91 and $5. Now, I was able to snipe some of these fills. I don't think I got that one, but I was in pretty low here. I was in pretty heavy on the stock, and even up to this green candle here, that's when I was up like $400, $500 through here. And so that's why that my trader view said was up for 150. But, I locked in a little bit there, and then I put a stop at break even or just under, so I got stopped out on this red candle here. This one right here, which is why I went from being up, $400, $300, $500 on the name unrealized to I think being down $20 on that ticker. Now I could have taken my profit and been up 300, but I just felt really confident that this one was gonna rip, and I let it. I tried holding majority of my shares. Now my mistake was this thing came back up. It comes back down, starts holding VWAP, and then again. Boom, volume comes in, and volume came in, and then it does it again. It flags. Here's that pull, here's that flag, here's that rip. This right here is what I was looking for it to do here. Now, I did a good job at seeing, hey, this thing might go again, but at this point, I was a little iffy. Didn't do it the first time. Kind of stalled out the first time. I kind of flushed the first time. Stalled out the second time. And the third time, I'm like, you know what? This might do it, but I'm not sure that it's going to. And so I bought it somewhere in here, and at that point, I took my profit out, like fully out of this trade through here. I just straight up got out of the trade, got myself to green, and by the time by the time I got out, this thing finally did its move, and it ripped exactly where I needed it to do, 491 and $5. It literally hit $5 exactly to the penny. Hit a new high of 507, and I don't think the stock came back up again to that range. So definitely missed that second flag. If this is the one I could have played a little bit more aggressive and caught that move, that would definitely been a nice trade, nice winner to continue the to start off the day. But didn't happen, so I literally broke even. I think I ended up trying it again. So now this is my other pull. This is my other flag. I'm looking for that next leg up. So I think I tried it up here somewhere and just got chopped around and didn't really break out again. So I just finished $50 profit on the stock. The other trade is going to be LASE. So LASE, I made $280 on this one. And I will say 200 of that was in the front side of this move. So I think now this one I did a bad job of buying the dips. I will say that. I was looking at it here and I missed that entry. I think I chased it for a high of day breakout here. I can't see my orders, guys. I apologize. I usually try to get them, but for some reason Thinkorswime's being dumb. I restarted my application. I restarted my layout and nothing. But so I chased it for a high there. I might have re-added here, holding $3 for the next move. Didn't get it. And then I think on this one again, I took some high of day breakout trades through here. So looking for that high of day 306, took the breakout there. And then on, let me see. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember that one. But I was up $200 on that front move. And then I actually came back and I accidentally traded this one on the wrong account because I have different accounts and I can actually change them here so you guys can see. So I went back and I traded it on this account by accident, and you can see I made $97. And that $97 was, let me see, it was right here. I bought this pullback here and then got the move there. I noticed it was in the wrong account, and so I was like, shoot, dang it. You know, I got a little bit upset. And honestly, I probably could have held this with a stop loss and just let them sit there because I would have made from $3 all the way to $3.30. But at that point, I just closed it out. I didn't care about it because this is just another account that I have. And so I closed the account. I closed the trade, switched back to my original account, this is my day trading account. And then I think I missed that big pull away, but I think I got, or maybe I did. No, I did have that pull away. I joined in here. But at this point, I was like, you know what? I already made a little bit on my other account. I'm hopping in here. I might be late to the party because the first trade was this first flag. And so I jumped in on this one. Very tiny share size here. Like, I think 1,000 shares or 1,500 shares. And I got to move from 3.1 to almost 3.2, which is about 10 cents. And I added about another $100 here. So that seems pretty accurate. I was up 196 before this trade. So I brought it up to 274. And then I did a good job of staying away from that flush there. And that was that trade. IMUX, IMUX was a trade that I missed early on. Some of these flags up here for sure look decent. There's a nice flag. Here's a nice flag. There's a nice flag. This kind of pivot there, you see it has this pivot here, pulls up, pulls back down to that pivot, pulls back down to that pivot, pulls back down to that pivot. Missed all of those, and I honestly don't even know where I traded this thing. I might have taken breakout trades, small share size, because I only lost 20 bucks. But I mean, the stock is up from $6 to $7.69, and I am right on it. I just could not trade the stock. I couldn't read it. It never pulled away. Kind of started doing it here, but not really. But the momentum and the volume that I would have wanted this stock to have is kind of like this. You get boom, 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 pull back, low volume, rip, 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 small pullback, rip, and that's what I wanted to see. But it ended up stalling out. You see it here, kind of see it there, but here candle should have gone up higher, pulled back, not slow, grindy all day. And so at that point, I was really not that interested on this stock, and so I lost 20 bucks here. FNHC, I lost 20 bucks on this one. Was looking for a 5-minute flag setup. I was starting to buy. Which dip was it? Hmm. Maybe. Holy crap! This is why I should have my show alert, my show trades, because this does not look familiar at all. I have no idea where I took this trade. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. I was looking here. I was like, I know I took a dip trade, but these candles don't look familiar, and these candles don't look familiar. I was looking for that one inverse hammer candle that I was talking about during the live stream, and that is this one right here. So this is where I tried trading it. So I waited for the big push, right? And I waited for that low volume pullback to try to get that next leg up. And so this one ripped up, looking for that low volume pullback. I started adding on this one, on this red candle, and I think I added down here again, and I had a pretty low cost basis here. And people tell me, how do you cut the trade? If I'm looking for something to work, if I'm looking for it to bounce and doesn't bounce, I'm out, right? And this is what that candle does. You know, you get to a couple low volume pullbacks here. The volume is still decreasing. And then this candle here tries to push up, tries to get out of this 9 EMA, which I mean, at that point, it doesn't matter because the 9 EMA is just for me, so I don't really look at it. And it starts pulling up and then instantly gets slammed and closes all the way back down. That candle right there is telling me that this tried to bounce. It held it twice. It tried to bounce. It tried to take walls up to the top side. But instead, sellers still kept that pressure and slammed it right back down. At that point, I got out of that trade. I don't care how much I'm up, how much I'm down, how much I'm losing. I am out of that trade right there. And then I did the right thing, you know, because I'm looking for this thing to bounce, and if it doesn't bounce and that candle's telling me it's not bouncing, I'm out. Another little tiny green candle there, and then ultimately gets slammed all the way back down. Gets slammed all the way back down. And so at that point, I took the $20 loss on that stock. And that's pretty much it, guys. So it was pretty slow today. Didn't really take a lot of trades. The only trade that I felt comfortable was on that PEGY trade at the very beginning, which didn't end up working out. So that could have been the bulk of my profit. I let it go. I was up $300-400 on it. If I would have taken that trade, my profit, and walked away, I would have been up more than I am right now. But you know, that's how day trading is. I stuck around, try to find more trades. You can see my P&L pretty choppy after that trade. A little bit there, chop, 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 green, green, chop, and then I'm done for the day. So I'm gonna call it there and just take my small green day. Been doing really good recently, so you know, I mean, up $1,000 on the week on 2 days. Last week was over 3.5K, and then a couple days before that, last previous week, it was also pretty good. And so been doing pretty good. Just gonna keep trading what the market shows up every single day. Be patient on the trades, and then keep making profits. So you guys tune into my live streams. Comment down any questions you guys have, or hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Like I said, sorry I couldn't show my trades. I usually do. You can go check out my previous videos for all of those, but hopefully this thing gets fixed before tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your day.